Falcons took their number one pick, actually their entire draft season, and drafted a wide receiver from Alabama. I don't know whose advice this was, but I hate the Falcons. So to me, it was a good choice for them to stay on the Matt Ryan bandwagon. I guess we're getting him a receiver. But if you think back, last year they re-signed Brian Finneran, a defensive tackle in a zone blitz, scored a touchdown, and none of the receivers for the Falcons, maybe one or two. But anyway, you don't win championships with wide receivers, and you certainly don't throw your whole draft away on one player when you need defense. So time will tell. Time has told the Falcons are not contenders, they are pretenders. All you Falcon fans, be pissed. Today is July the 8th. 2015. And if you ever wondered why, I don't hate the African American women. I don't hate them. But look at them. This is about the Atlanta Falcons. I don't care any more about the Falcons than I care about the 49ers or Pittsburgh Steelers, who's won 5 or 6 championships, Super Bowl championships, or the Green Bay Packers, one of the favorite teams in the league. I just hate the Falcon fans, and this is a Falcon fan. This is a Falcon fan right here. The black woman, and that's why I hope they lose, because I just they come out in such high numbers to support the Falcons team, and they hate the black man more than anybody. This is the modern black woman.
Black men, you fellas need to really understand that black women do not have your best interests at heart. Just look at all the rush to create social programs, and these programs are designed, well, the mission statement of these programs is to, create, or I should say, alleviate some of the social issues that some of the blacks deal with day to day in America. Now, look at the majority of these programs and see how they focus on the woman versus the man. Now, we understand some folks argue that that's part of white supremacy is to divide the black family. Fine, let's say that's the case, which I highly doubt. Let's say that's the case. Why hasn't the black woman reached out publicly to state that this is incorrect, and we should find programs to ensure that our young boys, which will later become young men, have opportunities to reduce some of the social ills that are in the black community? You don't find that. Anytime you look at a black woman with a master's degree working in corporate America, anytime you are even working with these people, if you are fortunate.
I just want to break in here for a minute. This is the black woman. They are the biggest fan of corporate America, the biggest consumer. Look at the towel, the jersey, the headband.
the hair weave. Now, Matt Ryan, I like him. He seems like a very nice man. But I just pull against him and all those young black because I hate their fans. Their fans never play football. She's never played football. She's never played football. Not tackle. She's never played football. She's never played organized football. I almost guarantee there's women leagues out there, but I would say that probably like 1 out of 1,000 women that's playing organized football. I played organized football. Just on the fundamentals, the Falcons have a quarterback who's barely, I mean won, but it's barely because the Seattle Seahawks, who went on to win the Super Bowl championship the next year, somehow the Falcons escaped them. And I just don't like the Falcon organization. They hire lots of I worked at the Turner. I worked at the stadium for 15 years, and I saw a lot of games and Michael Vick and so forth and so on. And I don't like the things that the Falcons did, busing in people from around the region, cults, slave type organizations, charitable organizations that basically got their workers for free. Money went straight to the top. But, that's business, I guess. That might be personal, but overall, passionately, I hate the Falcons because I don't like their fans. And I just like to see their fans cry.
You working in corporate America, all you find is black women bitching and complaining about why they are set back as much harder. But when we pull up the data, black women are graduating at higher rates than black males. In fact, if you even look at the matriculation rates for black Americans, I mean, I think it's close to for every male, there's 2 females sitting in those seats. All right. Now, of course, you look deeper into data. A lot of the majors that these females go into different. But hey, that's not what I'm discussing. I'm discussing the fact that it is very subtle that black women do not give a fuck about black men. Period. And they continue to show this by what? Indifference. Alright? Now, indifference is always said to be the opposite of the antithesis of love. So, taking that in consideration, just know that black women do not give a fuck about you. So stop chasing them. Let those hoes eat their own cake. Alright? Stop fucking these bitches.
So, I just wanted to bring in someone who I respect very much. He makes really awesome videos. Lost Koresh, Black Child, shout out. He makes tremendous videos. But even within my own family, which I very rarely talk about, but my baby sister, this is the way she looks at me. She hates me. The same fan of mine who's like this lady right here, dressed up in her Falcon, her Falcon gear. She loved them at the beginning of those first 4 quarters. But now, I mean, is that hate in her face? Is it disappointment? Is it love?
Discipline yourself. Stop chasing them. Discipline yourself. Stop desiring to be with them in the sense of a white knight or in the sense of, simping. Be yourself. Worry about your own little kingdom. Build your own self up and find you a black non-American or, someone from a different race. Black women are just despicable creatures in my perspective. 90% of them, all right, 10% are the good ones. But I mean, at a certain age, it's hard to find those. I mean, past 28, find that 10% of good black women is like finding a needle in two different haystacks, right? Like it's second to none. It's not happening. The probability is zero, right? You have a better chance of finding a unicorn and eating unicorn meat than to find a decent black woman over 28. So, with that said, you brothers need to really, really, really listen to what I'm saying, all the other people out there that's saying it. Stick to what you got going on and stop chasing after these bitches. Let them eat cake. Let them do what they want to do. Stop white knighting them. Stop taking care of their bastard kids. Hell, I mean, start even debating on relationships about them. Let them be. Shit, I troll. Fuck them. All right? Because at the end of the day, if I'm wrong or if the people are wrong, you shall see them continue to be prosperous. They're only prosperous off the backs of someone else, and in this instance, it's off the backs of black men. Anytime there's aid to help, who rush in there? Black bitches, they rush in there. Anytime you see a issue where welfare will fail to deliver a transfer payment, who did you see out there fighting and crying about their money? Black bitches. Anytime you see scholarship money offered by United Negro College Fund, which
I think y'all understand. I think you understand a little bit why any cognitive, critical thinking, so-called black male, African American male, descended from this dunghill right here, why they wouldn't do anything, go anywhere where these go, support anything that they support, which is why I'm going to close this video. But this is why I hate the Falcons. Not because I don't like the players. I just hate their fan base. I just want them to lose just because of them. But let me tell you why they're going to lose. I did a video about it, and I'll attach it to this video. And I was proven to be right. They wasted like 4 draft picks to get Julio Jones, whatever his name is, Julio. He's a great athlete, but on the fundamentals of football, you don't trade away your entire draft on one player unless the player is going to get you a championship. And theoretically, in hindsight, which is 2020, Julio Jones, number 11, didn't bring them a Super Bowl ring. They bet the farm on him. He's a great player. So is Matt Ryan. They're great players, but the Falcons are not a championship organization. As the years have proven, they haven't won a championship. I don't care about the NFL. I just hate their fans. Where there's one, there's no fun. Where there's two, you better run. Where there's 3 or more, I will not be. So, as always, I'll tell you, do not believe me. Do not believe anybody else. Make your own videos. Do your own research. Good night.
Like some of the guys on the Atlanta sports media scene, but come on. Basically, they give blowjobs to whatever they do down at Flowery Branch. So anyway, my point is that Falcons added the number 2 wideout, and they added a 6-round something guy with 16 sacks, and then that's supposed to match up with teams who, like New England, who added, their pieces. My favorite team, the Eagles, who added number 2 quarterback Vince Young off of the free agent market. Didn't waste a number 1 draft pick on a number 2 wideout. So anyway, that's what you expected. Falcons are going to have a terrible season. And remember where you heard it first. I've said some of these things before, but until they play the games, I won't have. But I do have one other thing to say. What do you call a white guy surrounded by 10 black guys in Atlanta? Matt Ryan!